My goodness. Hey, everybody, it's me, Sabrina from Make It Make Sense. And I know it's been a minute. And as always, I'm coming at you raw, unedited, unfiltered, and unabridged, just me. I'm coming at you from my studio in Macon, Georgia. And you're going to hear what's going on in the background because, well, that's the way I like to keep it with everybody. I like to keep it raw and unedited. So what you hear is what you get. So, what's been up, everybody? It's been a minute. Okay, so it's been a few months, but guess what? We are back. We are better than ever and louder than your auntie's Bluetooth speaker at the family cookout. This is Make It Make Sense, your 478, your favorite unfiltered, unapologetic, slightly inappropriate podcast that somehow still makes you feel seen. So we've got some new panelists with us. We're gonna have some other panelists. We got some panelists that are joining us. We got some people that want to join us, and we got some people that, well, we may never see them again, unfortunately. But that's the price of, I guess that's the price of moving forward. We've been working, healing, creating, and yes, you can now catch us on weekends at Smiley's Flea Market in Macon, Georgia. Smiley's Flea Market. If you want to pull up, get a reading, grab some merchandise, and vibe, the cast is there in real life. We are streaming everywhere right now. We're on YouTube, we're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. If it plays audio, baby, we are on it. And guess what? We're expanding. We're taking on live callers tonight. So if you've got a question, a confession, or just feel like being messy on a Wednesday, this is your time to shine. And we're officially launching on Patreon for more behind the scenes chaos, whispers and warnings, bonus content, and stuff we probably shouldn't say out loud, but we will anyways. If you ever want to join the panel, be a guest, or sit in the madness, hit us up. We're looking for some fresh voices with real opinions and even realer stories. Tonight is Q&A. We're keeping it light, fun, and unpredictable. So pour your drink, share this live, tag a friend, and don't forget to join our fan club. Show love. It's Make It Make Sense, baby, and we are back in the building. Okay, so I've got one panelist to join us so far, and I'm still waiting on some other ones to join us. And it doesn't look like I can't see the name. So who am I speaking? Who's joined us already?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There you are.
This Patrick.
I'm sorry.
This Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining us. And I'm in the studio, so you can hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get background noise because the studio's in my house, but it's on the other side of my house, so it is what it is. And my dogs are outside of this side of the house. We have some more people we're waiting on. This is actually Patrick's first time on Make It Make Sense, so show this man some love. I mean, it's one, he showed up, going to show up and maybe show out a little bit for us. We'll see, but everybody wants to be on the podcast until it's time for the podcast, and then they've got dinner that's going to be made. They got kids running around. And, tonight's episode wasn't even my idea. This was something that the other panelists that kept pushing me to do. So for your breakout pop the cherry episode, Patrick, it's Q&A. So I'm still waiting on a few more people to join us, but we're going to get, just a few minutes. We'll get started. We do have some more panelists coming on, or so they say. If not, man, it's going to be me and you. We're going to make this rock either way. So
Okay.
Patrick, why don't you tell, shoot, I mean, last time I was on by myself, and I had over 700 listeners. So we will have some listeners. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Because this will stream in about 30 minutes after, it'll stream on every platform about 30 minutes after I finish the recording.
Okay. Name is Patrick. Grew up in Tifton, Georgia. Six of us, three boys, three girls. Joined the military at 18. Went to war. Spent 13 years in the military. Got out after Iraq. Married, 5 daughters. Um, Currently, I work in manufacturing, but I'm definitely pursuing a career in comedy. So I'm going to see how that goes. But other than that, just a laid back guy. Just like to have fun and just enjoy life.
Woo, boy. Well, that sounds like a dating profile if I've ever heard one. You like long walks on the beach, and you like. Anyways, Patrick, I've known Patrick for I don't know maybe a couple months now, and our paths crossed. So it's been a fun relationship, a fun new relationship for myself. I've gotten to know his a little bit of his family here and there. He's absolutely hilarious. Now the guy will you'll laugh your socks off. Let me tell you. Let me just put it out there. He's a panty dropper. I mean, he is so freaking funny. If there's anybody's gonna make you laugh, it's gonna be this guy. I mean, he has me rolling every time I'm sitting with him. So we're gonna get a lot of fun from this guy from here on out when he joins us. So we're glad to have him on tonight. I got more panelists coming. Still kind of waiting, but he's from I guess Tiffin, Georgia. He said he was in the military. I didn't think it was gonna be that much. I thought he was gonna tell us something exciting about himself, but it wasn't that much. Manufacturing, that's kind of a boring job, I would think, isn't it?
It paid the bills.
That's like what do you do for a living? I'm watching paint dry.
Yeah,
It just doesn't sound like it's fun. I would think that I don't know exactly what you do, but there's got to be like a better term for it. There's got better like just it could be like a better terminology. It's what are you doing in manufacturing? I guess it's got a cool name, but it doesn't sound impressive. It's like my son's an engineer, and that sounds so boring to me as it is. And he does have 5 daughters. Um, so I don't know why he's. Oh, here he is. We have another panelist joining us now, but he does have 5 daughters, which is God bless you. My dad had 2 girls because then he said he'd never wanted boys until he had 2 girls. So 5 daughters, holy cow, that's a lot. So he must have a lot of stories about that. I would think that's some comedy right there. Speaking of daughters, we have a Dave Green in the house. Dave's one of my long term connections here in Macon. You name it, he does it. He does it with best of them. Jack of all trades, master of none. He has daughters, 2 daughters. Sometimes I feel like 5 daughters too. Dave, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me?
I can hear just fine. Actually, you sound good. So,
Okay, yeah. I have 4 daughters.
oh, you have 4 daughters.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
How did I
Four
miss the other?
daughters and one grandson and one on the way. One granddaughter on the way.
You're
So
lying.
I know exactly what it is.
From the same daughter.
No, no. I have a 19-year-old and a 21-year-old who has my grandson, and the 19-year-old she's due in August.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
crazy.
congratulations. No, now Pat, you have grandkids, don't you?
I have 2 grandkids, a 3-year-old grandson and a 2-year-old granddaughter.
Okay. I don't have grandkids. I think that's the one thing that's keeping me from actually officially being old. Tell a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do. Make it sound fun and exciting.
Well, you definitely gave me a hell of an introduction. So I'll tell you that I am Jack of all, master of none. I am here now, just starting a new business called the Ben Butlers, where we actually uh, go to people's houses and pull out their trash on
Oh,
trash day for them and put it back. And so we start out with a 1 week free trial, and thereafter it's $13.99 a week. So that is my latest venture, and it's going quite well. You know, a lot of people don't like to take out their trash, so we just take care of that for them, so they don't have to think about it anymore. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Um, Other than me being a auto dealer and a contractor, I stay grinding.
you're not going to believe this if I told you, but and I'm going to tell you anyways. I was just, you know what AI is, artificial intelligence. Well, there's an app I got on my phone, and every once in a while you get a little inspiration. I was like, man, if I was to start any business right now, what would it be? Believe it or not, the trash business was one of them. And they said they actually need people to even clean out the dumpsters, like clean out the trash bins. Because people are so gross. And you're right, because you bring it down to the bottom of the driveway, which I do every Tuesday. And then I bring it back up every Wednesday because they come early Wednesday morning. But they're dirty. I can't believe that. They said it's actually a really lucrative business. And it's easy. You can get started with no money down. I mean, it's like no money, no nothing. Just take off. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yes, yes. So we are subscription based. So clients sign up, and no one wants to take out the trash. It is a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. So
Well,
for $13.99 a week, your first week free trial, We get it done. The
So
bin butlers.
you just take the trash bin down to the bottom of the driveway and then come back up?
Yep. On the next day, we put it back wherever, whether it's in your gate. We ask for specific instructions. Um, we do charge a little bit more if the driveway is 50 feet from the road. It's like $5 more. But other than that, yes. On trash day, we pull your trash can out to the road or to the curb and put it back the next day.
That, you know what, it's the most amazingly crazy idea ever, and it's really lucrative, and it was something that should take off. I only take my trash out just because I'm chronically lazy. No, I'm not lazy, but there's something about putting the trash in the bin, taking it down to the bottom of the driveway, and then bring it back up. And I don't know why it's such a chore. I have no idea why it's such a chore, but it feels like it is. It's like emptying my dishwasher. Now, if you came to
Right.
my house and emptied my dishwasher, that would be worth $13.99 a week, because I hate emptying my dishwasher. It's never fully empty.
So listen, we don't even have to see the client. They
I
just
know.
know it's getting done. You know what I mean? That's the
Why
beautiful
would
part
why would
about it.
you
And
why would
that's
you see
how a
me?
lot I'm sorry, go ahead.
Why would you see me? I mean, it's like I don't. My trash is my trash. You don't need to see anything more than
Exactly.
that. Are you only doing the Macon, Georgia area? Like are you now, as far as like, and this is going to be, I'm a little bit curious about it, and then we're gonna get into the podcast. But and plus, I'm stalling a little bit because I've got some more panelists. If not, then well, that's all right. There's a bunch of slots that need to be that need to be filled. But anyways, are you doing it logistically, or are you saying, okay, I'm only going to work on? Are you traveling all over Macon right now? Doesn't matter where it is. You're just trying to pick up customers. So it doesn't matter if I'm on the east side, south side, west side. I'm in Fort Hill.
Right. Right. So the goal is right now, because we are startup, we're trying to maybe more so create routes.
Okay.
But we won't, turn down any money. But like, let me give you an example. So you live in Lake Wildwood. I
Well,
would
not everybody
like
knows
to.
that. Not everybody knows that, but they do now. That's okay,
Oh,
Dave.
sorry, sorry, sorry. My bad. But so we would like to get a lot of the HOA such as that,
Yeah.
and the more we get, then our clients in that particular HOA, we give them a 10% discount.
Yeah, you need
So
to do that. You can get in here. Just let me call you in. You go knock on some door or something. Not that I live in Lake Wildwood, but if I did live in Lake Wildwood,
right, right,
I'd get
right.
in.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So you get what we're trying to do, but I mean, right now we'll go wherever. So Warner Robins, Gray. We kind of like to cater to older clients, women. It's just a chore that a lot of people don't do. They don't want to do, should I say? You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
listen. My boyfriend doesn't even know what the garbage can is, so I
Okay,
absolutely agree 100%. So I know where it is, but nobody else knows where it is in the house. So
gotcha,
okay.
gotcha.
So anyways, welcome. So we are supposed to have more people joining us, but it's 15 minutes into it. And we're gonna get this party started. Make it make sense. We've actually been kind of. I know, Dave, you've heard me talking about this for like months now since I've started. Like I've been doing this Make It Make Sense podcast. We were rolling. Like we were bronze. We were bronze level. I wasn't paying for the app. It was all this cool stuff. And then we died. Not literally, but we passed out. Like it just kind of went ghost, like off the air, whatever happened. And life happened. So I had some people that kind of just fell off and they were no longer able to be with us anymore. And then we had people that you had people that actually have wanted to come in, express interest, like new panelists, such as you two, or just showing up for this episode or whatever. And then thank God they showed up, because I've been on here talking to myself, which is not a problem because I do that all the time. So, I mean, we're just trying to get it rolling again. And we were so good. Like I said, we're on every platform right now. We had so many followers, and Podbean is just like the distribution platform. But iHeartRadio. Like I said, last time I went live, I was by myself, and I had almost 700 listeners, or over 700 listeners, and like a thousand engagements. It was amazing. I was by myself, so I just logged on to talk to me. So we are unedited. We're raw. What you hear is what you get. I don't go back and I don't edit. Let me tell you why. Because I don't really want to. Just I don't want to put it out there. I don't really want to. Editing's kind of a pain in the ass. But more so, what kind of separates us? What you hear is what you get. I'm not going to take out. We are explicit, so you can cuss. You can talk about. We start asking questions. You can say whatever's on your mind. Hopefully, the questions will determine a little banter. Say what's on your mind. Patrick is on the panel with us, David. Patrick, known Patrick for a couple months now. Patrick's actually an up and coming. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. He's a comedian, and he'll laugh. I mean, you'll laugh your socks off. He's so funny. You can't tell that right now because I'm doing all the talking. But now I put, you know what? I also put him on the spot. He's like, okay, now I'm going to say something funny. So we're gonna see. And then we just lost Dave. It must be he fell out. So right now, Patrick, that happened during what's about Patrick's gonna be me and you, unless I can get somebody who just walk in the studio to join me. Anyways, this is what's going. He's gonna join. He's gonna call us back. Patrick, it looks like it's beginning you, but I do have one other person in the studio. We're gonna see if he's gonna come in or not. You ready for this, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so what this is, I get emails, like our fans and our listeners are like, we've got a lot of emails in, and they've asked us, we always ask for questions, like they'll ask questions from the past episodes, they're questions, get to know us, they'll just ask questions. So, we're going to get started then, and like I said, we got some people in the studio, but nobody wants to, I'm waiting to see if they're going to join us, but it's us, so somebody actually just walked in. Okay, so first subject, and this is actually from one of our listeners. We actually did an episode a while back about family and friends and loyalty, and this is from Sharon Owen. There's no location on where she's from, but Sharon Owen wants to know. One of her questions is, do you believe you owe family loyalty even when they're toxic? That's kind of a good question, Sharon. Well, how do you feel about that, Patrick?
Family loyalty even when they're toxic. Don't think you owe family loyalty even when they're toxic. Some family are worse than, I mean,
Right?
can be worse than your enemy because family can be some of the worst people. You can have friends or people you grew up with, went to high school with, and they can be great. But some of your family can take you down. So I don't think you owe family loyalty that's not being loyal to you. Blood, they say blood is thicker than water, but I mean, it can be diluted. So, I mean, you show love to who shows love to you. You're going to always be family. That don't mean you have to be close and be a fool.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I always said that the one thing about your enemies is you know where you stand with them. When you get into family, you get into friends, you don't know what, you should be able to leave the room and they should talk about you the same way as if you're in the room. So you never know. But yeah, I agree the same way. I mean, I've had to cut ties with family in the past, and we did one a while ago. We did an episode about family ties and how people, how it's the people that are supposed to be your quarter. They're taking the bullet for you. That are actually throwing you in front of the bus or throwing you in front of the firing squad. That's what's happening, and it absolutely does just the people. And even like personally, just like with my mom, even my mom's going through some issues where she's had to. You just have to cut people off. It's time. Protect your peace. It's nobody has to sleep with you or wake up with you besides you. Really, I mean, if you have to look yourself in the mirror, protect your peace, take care of yourself, and move on. And that may mean that you have to let people go from your family and your friends. But especially since life is so short, your circles can get smaller and smaller. So yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Okay, I don't know where everybody is tonight. Sundays are big nights. It's usually naughty nights. We usually get this is where usually it's our ladies' night, but we had to do an episode. We got to get back out there again. Okay, and then you got to join us in the studio sometime. So, okay, this is one I know who sent this. I know this name. Okay, this is from Ginger. If your best friend's spouse hit on you, would you tell them or take it to the grave? That's a good question, Ginger. Go ahead, Patrick. It's me and you, buddy. It's me and you.
If my best friend's spouse hit on me, would I take it to the grave or would I tell him? I would tell him. I mean, because if that's my best friend, I need to let him know he's sleeping with the enemy. And it's like, I would want somebody to tell me that, if someone was doing me wrong and they're laying right beside me every day and smiling in my face, but they're trying to get with someone that I consider a good friend. And if my friend did that, he's not, I mean, both of them deserve each other.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, though, and this could go both ways because you've got a friendship and you got a relationship. You're supposed to trust your spouse over everything, However, if your friend, you probably known your friend longer than you know your spouse, but if your friend's saying, "Man, she's crazy," there's no, maybe she took me the wrong way. You're right. Maybe I shouldn't have said what I said to her, and it could cause a problem between you and your friend, or cause a problem between your spouse. So I mean, it's like, is that what is that what you want to do? Do you want to open that can? I wouldn't know what to do. It's like if somebody's best friend hit on me, do I tell them because my spouse may believe his friend over me, and then I'm left out in the cold. And that may happen because they don't want. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I'd take it to the grave, but I don't know what I would do.
I mean, I mean,
And
sometimes people don't want to hear the truth, and it's a world of um, make believe and reality TV shows, and people make the truth what they want it to be. So, I mean, the truth is like sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and they don't want to hear the truth. But I would want to know. I mean, at the end of the day, if I lose a friend, I lose a friend. If I lose a lady, I mean, I really didn't have her anyway. If she's like that,
well, here's the thing too. What would my first question would be? What gives there's some people I'm not approachable. Like if you ever saw me like out, I don't really I'm kind of a bitch. I mean, I'm a real bitch. I'm just bitchy. I'm just a bitchy person. You have to kind of know me in order to like me, and then most people don't. It's just kind of the way it is, and that's fine. I completely understand that. But in order for somebody, most people, especially men, so if I was ever hit on by like say my friend's friend, if I was men aren't going to shoot their shot unless they think they got a chance. So I'm going to take the blame. I must have done something that led this person on because they're not going to mess up. They're not going to mess up their friendship with a friend just because they think they have a chance with me. I must have done something. I'm saying that it could be completely wrong. Don't hate me on this. It's just my opinion, and I'm sure I'll get emails about this later. But that's just how I feel. And Ginger, you may or may not agree with me on this figure, but it is what it is. I absolutely fully. People aren't going to do that unless they think they have a chance with somebody. Is what I think. And I actually had a friend who that happened to. And this is probably from that episode where her best friend was approached by my friend's husband. And I was like, and I told her, I said, there's only one reason he's approaching her is because she let him on that he believed him, or she let him on to believe that he could do that. So, and I would want to know, I would want to know definitely if that happened. I wouldn't know if I would tell somebody because I'd hate for the ramifications of it. And then who do you believe?
yeah.
That was kind of serious. I mean, where are the fun questions? Okay. Okay. So, okay. This is another one. This is from a gentleman by the name of Steve. Steve's actually from Macon. Okay. If you if you send us an email, just kind of tell us where you're from. So about a shout, especially from the 478 shout out. But Steve wants to know. This question is actually for John Quay, but John Quay's not on this tonight. He wants to know if you would time travel, would you go to past or future? So either the past or the future. Would you go beyond? Would you go to the past or would you go forward? What would you do, Patrick? It's me and you, Betty.
I would go into the past. I
What
would go
specific
into.
point would you go to?
I
Like,
would go to the time when the mystery schools were up and running, and when Egypt was a powerhouse.
way, way back. You go way, way back.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to Egypt. I think that's kind of a cool. I think it'd be kind of cool to go there. That's when they like used to like embalm you and suck the brains out of your nose and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't want to go to the future. I think I would go to the past. But you want to go to Egypt, you said?
I definitely want to go to Egypt and go to some of those mystery schools and get some of that teaching and knowledge and see exactly how did such a great empire fall.
Right. Right. Why is probably all internal. That's where it all happens. I mean, you're supposed to trust your friends. At too brute. I mean, you're supposed to trust your friends. And they're the ones you gotta keep your eyes out for. Friends and family. And that's all that was back then. I don't know. I think I would go to the past too. I just don't know what time period I'd go to. 1920s. I've always been kind of fascinated with the 1920s. The whole speakeasy, prohibition kind of thing, and I'd have to sneak alcohol. I think it'd be kind of cool. I just like the era, but I don't want to be a cowboy or anything, so I don't know if I would go back. But Egypt would be kind of cool. I agree. You learn a lot. You worship. Um, you learn everything you did. If you actually think about it, the way that they worked back then, I mean, they had brilliant ideas with no knowledge. If that makes any sense. Hold on, we have Dave coming back, or he's trying to come back. But they have brilliant ideas with no knowledge. So let me send him an email to him in. He's trying to come back. I'm like, I must have got lost or something. But you know what I mean? It's like now if we need something, we just go online and we look it up. Back then, we actually had to know stuff,
Yeah.
or figure it out for themselves. And that's where all that common sense and all that, I mean, pyramids and everything. So it's really how to embalm. Who teaches somebody how to embalm somebody? Why would you know how to suck somebody's brains out of their head? Why would you do that?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So I guess I'm kind of with you. And then where they hid their treasure. Like it'd be kind of cool to go back, find out where they hid their treasure, and then come forward. Because I'm
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Find out where they left it at, and I can come dig it up today.
Exactly. So what would you pick up? Like if you're specifically go back to anything, what piece of knowledge would you want to bring forward?
I would want to bring the knowledge of being able to astral travel. Like it would be a skill that you never lost. You can always do it.
So the fact that you went backwards, you wanted to keep that skill with you?
The astral travel, you can go forward or backwards.
Okay. But you want to keep that skill.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't the future scare you though? I mean, I know that there's always. I believe that our future's written. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's from the moment we're born. We're born to die, and we start dying the moment we are born. And there's nothing we can do. There's our path is chosen already for us. So if you went forward, wouldn't that aren't you scared that setting off a chain of events? Like if you knew when you're going to die, which could be tragically, heaven forbid, sometime in the near future, could be too I could pass, heaven forbid. But
Well,
if I had the option to stop it, what would stop me? Why wouldn't I stop it? I know it could set up a whole chain of events, but I'd probably stop myself from dying. You know what I mean? So that's why the future scares me.
yeah, they made several movies like that. People go into the future and stop their death, but I mean, it ends up happening anyway. I mean, if I go in the future, I may not be this person, but I'm gonna be in the future. I'm gonna be there in some shape or form. So, I mean, I think it'll be cool. I mean, I know this plane of existence right that we're on right now is not forever. This is not our home.
Amen.
So,
And we're recycled. I mean, this is not our first book. I mean, that we'll get into that. We'll get into that on Whispers and Warnings on Patreon. But I absolutely agree. I think that this is just part of our journey, and our journey just continues and continues and continues. And we'll never expire. I hope. I don't think it does. I believe we just are recycled energy. So we'll have Dave bring us out to the bottom of the driveway with recycling, and that's what it is. If here goes back on, he just sent me a message. He's like, I was on, but I had to take a call. So, okay. So yeah, I know. I've got all these questions, and some are they should be kind of fun, but these are. They're kind of okay. Okay, so here's one. This is actually from Paul. Paul's from Vermont. What's your most toxic trait that you secretly love about yourself, Paul wants to know. So what's your most toxic trait you secretly love about yourself? Toxic trait that you secretly love about yourself. And you can say what's your toxic trait? Do you chew your toenails? What's a toxic trait? Something that I secretly love.
what's the most toxic trait I love about myself?
Yeah,
Um,
good question.
well, it's
That's
not.
tough.
Well, it brings enjoyment to me. I like messing with my in between my toes and peeling the crust from in between my
You're
toes.
lying to me. You're absolutely lying to me. Okay, ladies, calm down. The man is married. He is married. He is not available. That man is off the market. I know everybody's like, that's exactly what I'm looking for. This. Are you serious?
yeah, it brings me enjoyment. Like I just sit down and besides plucking
Oh my God.
gray hairs off my chin, that
Okay, so
brings me pleasure.
I don't know what I don't pick up my body. I try not to. Mm, I try not to pick between my toes. I don't usually have stuff between my toes. Now I think men tend to have a little bit more stuff between their toes than females do because we get pedicures and stuff. Um, I don't have anything quite like that. I don't pick at my body a lot. Um, mm, Toxic trait. I don't really know. I mean, I'm passive aggressive, but I don't really know if I like that about myself or not. I kind of do. Um, you know what? I'm really sarcastic. I tend to be really sarcastic. I absolutely love that, and I love the fact that I'm so sarcastic and so dry that some people don't even know if I'm serious or not. I actually think that's really good. Like I think I'm hilarious. I'm so funny, and I'll laugh at my jokes and laugh at my humor all day long, and nobody else, and that doesn't really bother me. So yeah, I think that might be I don't know if it's a toxic trait or not, but this is the thing that's a trait that I enjoy. I also will cut people off. I'm not in your face kind of not anymore. I'm not in your face kind of confrontational. When I'm done, I'm done. It takes me a long time to get there. I mean, I'll take that horse to make sure it's dead. But once it's dead, I just walk away. And I nothing said. I drop it I drop it like it's hot. Just walk away and I'm through. And once I'm through, I'm through. I don't go back. I don't look back. I don't do anything. I've gotten to that point, which will take me a long part, which will take me a long time. And I love that about me. I love that. Finally, I have no regrets. I'll walk away and I'm done. It's over with. So I like that about me. I don't think anything between my toes. I'm not as cool as that is, but I might. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll figure out. Maybe I'll find something to pick off my body. So, okay. So let's see how bad we get this. Man, there's a bunch of them on here. They okay. Let's do this one. Here's a good one. Have you ever been? And this is from this is Mary Ann. Mary Ann's from Staten Island, New York. Okay, Mary Ann. Mary Ann's from Staten Island, New York. She wants to know: have you ever been a side piece and enjoyed it?
And enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, you've been a side piece and enjoyed it. There's a method we've done an episode on side pieces, so there's a method to being a side piece. There's actually art to it.
Um, I've been a side piece before,
Hmm.
unknowing that I was a side piece, but I haven't been a side piece and known I was a side piece, just kicking it with someone, and I knew that they were in a relationship. Nah.
So you didn't enjoy it or you didn't enjoy it?
Well, I didn't know I was a side piece, so I've never been a side piece willingly.
Okay, but once you found out, were you okay with it?
No, no, I
No.
wasn't okay with being a side piece.
So what'd you do? How'd you get out of it?
Once I found out I was a side piece, and I just let that person know that that's not what I want. I'm not into all that three and four and sharing and all that stuff like that. You know, it's just too much going on today to be, especially if you didn't know the guy. You know, what I'm saying? If I knew I'm a side piece, the guy knows about me and I don't know about him. That's kind of dangerous, and I don't want to put myself in that situation.
Okay, so how long were you dating this person before you found out you were a side piece? We need to revisit side pieces in the
About
episode.
about 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 6 or 7 months.
Okay, and there was no red flags on this pad. Nothing. There was nothing that said I may be a side piece.
Not at first, not at first, but the longer you're with someone, once the blinders go off, that I'm in love blinders go off, then you start noticing things. But in the beginning, you're not look, you don't want to see. Plus, you're not looking. You're so focused on you thinking that person is the one for you. So you can't see the forest for the trees.
Well, there has to be red flags. You have to say you probably never went to their house. You probably weren't able to call them, or they didn't answer all hours of the night. You probably didn't go on a lot. Did you ever go on dates outside the house?
Yeah, Oh yeah,
You did.
yeah.
So
I
what
mean,
was there wasn't any red flags that you were the side piece?
no, no. I didn't see any. I mean, she was a good actor. She should be win an Academy Award because she played her role well. I mean,
Did you meet her family or friends?
the family and friends that they were in on it also. It's like when I found out, like all y'all. It's like I was on the Truman Show. Yeah, it was like all y'all was in on it.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I see. If you ask me, it can go either way. So I believe there's an art in being a side piece. I've been a side piece before. I have a problem with that. I'll admit it. I'm proud, and I'll say it proud and loud because being a side piece, there's a lot of benefits, and you know your place. Like I was a good side piece. Like I knew exactly where to be, what to be, all that stuff. I knew. I knew when I had to keep quiet. I knew I had to be quiet. I knew that, but I was also taken care of. I was probably that being said, I got a lot of benefits from being a side piece. You know, I wasn't a side piece because I was a full blown affair. So I knew going into it that I was a side piece, and I knew what I was accepting, and I was fine. I mean, it was kind of cool because at that point, in that point in my life, it wasn't a problem because I was like, well, shit, you know, I got my weekends free. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm taken care of. I got walking around money. I was really well taken care of. Then it was good until it wasn't good. It was good until I said, okay, now I kind of like you. So let's draw the line in the sand and let's see what's going to happen. Well, of course, I'm single, so obviously that didn't work out. And then I met a side piece where, I mean, there were so many red flags. I mean, I thought it was a carnival. I showed up and I was on every ride. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I saw the red flags and I wanted not to be so toxic. And because I ask a lot of questions, this is who I am. Because I like to know people. And when I'm into it, so I was like, oh, I ask a lot of questions. Every freaking ounce of my body was saying, run. And I ran the wrong direction. It was ridiculous. And I knew this wasn't a good one. And then, sure enough, 9 months into it, I get somebody on social media that the man's girlfriend hits me up on social media. She's like, I drew them engaged and it needed a pass to get in, and she found my pass with my name on it in his truck. So she, made the point of calling me, and I was devastated. I knew it, but I was still devastated. I was like, man, this really sucks. This really sucks. And then even that, still be the side piece because I was like, well, at least I know what I stand. And I wasn't like ready to give up yet. And I kind of liked them. I was like, oh shit. And let me ask you this. This is a tough one. Would you rather be the side piece or would you rather be the main guy? Like, would you rather be the one that's on the side or would you rather be the main person in the relationship? If you had a choice.
Personally, I'd rather be the main person in a relationship. I'm a family type of guy. You know, I'm not really never have been like to juggle women and things like that. It's just not me. It's just not my personality.
So say that hold on, Dave's come back. So say that you were the side piece. So you'd rather be the main guy. Okay, so your wife or your girlfriend's cheating on you, and you'd rather be cheated on than be cheated with. Is what you're saying?
You said I'd rather be cheated on than cheated with.
Yeah. So you'd rather be the main guy than be the side piece.
If you're cheating with, you're gonna eventually get cheated on. I mean, it's gonna go together. How you get them is how you can keep them. I mean, you cheating, you messing around and cheating with someone, and they're gonna be cheating on you, and it's not gonna ever be just like that's the role you want to play forever. It's just like it's gonna just keep happening. I mean, it's gonna come right back on you.
So you think it's karma. You think it's the universe saying, okay, this is and once cheater always cheater. Do you do that?
Well, okay, if I'm the one getting cheated on, eh,
Can I reiterate something?
Go
you
ahead,
can.
Dave. Go ahead. I got Patrick
So
really
I,
thinking over
I
here. So
don't I
go ahead.
don't really so I've been the side piece. And when I was in that mindset with women, really a player, a womanizer, right? And so I really didn't care because I after being married, divorced now, cheating, there is no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend to me unless you do the ultimate commitment. You're just two people acting like you're married. So to me, there is no cheating unless you are in a marriage. Now that's how I personally feel. Now, being the side piece, when I was in that zone, I really didn't care. I knew she had, other men, and she knew I had other women. So that's how we played. It was a sport for me like that, because I really didn't, take women serious as far as wanting that type of relationship. And even if I did have a girlfriend, it was never a situation to me where it was it was more of casual dating versus. So I didn't consider myself cheating, you know. But to each his own. Like I heard what I forgot your name, sir, but I
Patrick.
respect that. I wish that I was that type of. I wish that I hadn't put myself through the things that I did, because it shapes you in a certain way when you deal with people, And really, I was just using her for what she had to offer me, and it was vice versa. And during that time, you don't really think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? But as I get older, as I am older now, man, it's different out here. But I still consider two people that are in a marriage, yeah, that's cheating. But outside of a marriage, you're just acting like you're married, but you really haven't committed. So I don't even consider that cheating if you decide to see somebody else like that. That's just my personal opinion, my experience. So did it hurt me or not being a side piece? Nah, not at all. I didn't even think twice about it. And if I didn't know she had it when I found out, it didn't even it wasn't even. But I didn't have a conscience at the time about the women and all of that stuff. I really didn't care. But having so many of those type of relationships, you develop, you become numb to it. You know what I mean? Maybe
I,
you don't if
I
you've never
agree. No, I agree
experienced that.
100%. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Dave.
Well,
I agree 100%.
you know,
It's commendable for Patrick, but
You know?
I mean, well,
yeah,
I mean, like you
I
said, to each
go
his
ahead.
own, but like, may not come through you, but let me say, I have 5 daughters. I'm probably gonna be the same type of player with my daughters. It may not come back on you, but you know what I'm saying. You have 5 daughters, and I want to be looked at as a stand-up guy and a role model to my daughters, and that's the type of person that I am.
Respect.
Yep. Yeah.
And so
Now I'm
listen,
going to disagree
I
with you.
will say this. I will say this. Listen, after having 4 children, 4 girls, and realizing what I put women through when I was out
Right.
there,
Right.
right? So it may have come back.
And here's
So,
the thing, though. This is what I don't agree with, though, Dave. I think I've never been married, and it's not because my closing ratio is 100%. Like if I've had a long term relationship, I've got engaged. I have 4 engagement rings. I mean, I close like motherfucker. I'm a closer, but I believe you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship. I mean, I don't need marriage to tell me I'm in a relationship. If we're in a committed relationship, it's mutually agreeable. Like I'm fucking you, you're fucking me, and we're both liking it, and that's a relationship. It doesn't need a piece of paper to tell me I'm in a relationship. I've never believed in that, and it's not that, and it's not why I've never been married. I just never been married because I think people change once they're married. I think it's like once they think they got you, they got you. It was like it kind of scared me. I was like, shit, they got me. So I kind
so
of go ahead.
go ahead. No, what I was gonna say was, okay, so your mindset about that, right? That's how you think, right? So if you encounter a man that before he was committed was out there like me, and I see that, oh, she ain't pressing getting married or anything like that. So in my mind, because I've had so many relationships, I'm gonna treat it just like all the others, especially if something goes wrong. So for me, right, my ex-wife was my first girlfriend, but I wouldn't live with her. I wanted to do the right thing. So I married her because I had all the other types of relationships. So now this is what I have learned. Everything you do before you get married you're gonna bring it into your marriage. You're gonna bring it into your marriage. So all of the stuff, all the soul ties that I made from, these encounters with all these women, I brought it into my marriage, and it was hard for me. You understand what I'm saying? See, if you practice being one way and then the ultimate commitment you want, it's difficult. But I'm actually picking up my daughter right now at the soccer field. This is a good conversation. I'll hop back on once we get situated. But
Well, just
thank you.
put okay. We can put it on mute if you need to, but we're okay. Go ahead, Dave. We're gonna be wrapping up anyways. We'll come on for about 60, 65, 70 minutes somewhere in there. But yeah, if you want to get off, we're gonna talk about you when you're gone. I'm just gonna put that out there. So, anyways, see, I appreciate that, but I don't. I think the other thing is too. I think people get married too young. So the ultimate commitment is, yeah, I think that people wake up at 21 and say, let's get married. You know how many times I've changed my mind since I've been 21? I mean, I've changed my mind all the time. I change my mind daily. So I couldn't imagine being married at, my first engagement I was 19. And after that, I think I was, first engagement, 20, I think I was 24, then 30. And I remember maybe 36 was the fourth one. And I'm just barely over 36. So anyways, those are I've had 4 engagements. I like the idea. I love the jewelry. I love the jewelry. It's awesome. I have every engagement ring that's ever been given to me. However, it's almost like once you accept that ring, people change. It's like, gosh, and I couldn't imagine walking down the aisle with somebody and saying, man, I'm really committed. Because I don't necessarily believe in divorce. I believe if you're committed, you're committed. Again, I'm going to kick that horse until it's absolutely 100% dead. And I agree, to a point where, I guess if you do change a lot and you bring past relationships into your new, that's just us. That's just, you can't, every relationship you learn to grow. And you learn what you want, you learn what you don't want. And that should help you in your next relationship, but it doesn't always work that way. But that's back to the side piece thing. But honestly, I think I'd rather be the side piece than be cheated on. Like one of my biggest, either way you're being cheated on. So I know if I'm the side piece, I know I'm walking into, I know I'm getting. But if I'm the one that's at home, that's completely, blind and oblivious to what's going on, when my guy steps out the door, probably not completely blind and oblivious, but I wouldn't. I'd rather be the side piece. I'd rather be the vacation. I'd rather have the guy come to me, vacation is fun. We party like rock stars. There's nothing serious, and send him back home. That's what I prefer versus being the one that's. I know my guy's cheating on me. I know my guy's cheating on me. I'm at home and the guy's cheating on me. Is what I guess was going to say. So,
There's something about the thrill of
but
cheating.
I think it's commendable, huh?
There's something about the thrill of like when you're cheating on somebody, or it's like the thrill of I'm having this woman, and he don't even know about it, and the thrill of getting caught or not getting caught or just sneaking around. It's exciting. It brings excitement, I guess.
Are you asking or are you telling?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you. There's right now. At this point. I'm too grown. Like I'm too grown, and I'm too. I'm too in tuned. Like I have this issue with. I can't. I like to think I pick up other people's. I can pick up other people's. If I was sitting in a room with somebody I wasn't emotionally connected to, I can tell you a lot about them. But when I start getting my emotions into the mess, I don't know if I'm crazy or I'm actually reading people. I mean, just reading the situation right. So I try to keep my nose clean. It's really, I'm just too grown for that. Doesn't mean I don't have thoughts. It doesn't mean that there's times where you kind of say, yeah, that might be, hit it and quit it kind of thing. And I believe women can do that. I believe women can, just like men, can hit it, quit it, move on, and never see the person again. Some people don't believe that, but I absolutely believe it's possible. But there's a certain, it's the first, the honeymoon phase in a relationship, it's all about endorphins. I mean, you're almost on a high. It's like a drug high. Say it's like taking cocaine or something. You're absolutely up. It's the most amazing feeling ever, and then you crash. And then reality kicks in. You're seeing people for who they are. It should only last about 6 months, but sometimes a year later, you're like, what the hell did I do? You wake up, and then everything that you thought was cute last month is bothering you. So, well. I don't know. He's got, and I'm good to hear that I have a co-panelist that is usually on me, and he fully believes that cheating's not cheating. Like he says, if you make a mistake, it's not cheating. Like he calls it slipping and falling. He goes, I was out. He goes, I slipped, I fell. I don't even remember the girl's name. But I come back home because I don't want to do it again. He goes, I made a mistake. I don't care. I think cheating's cheating. That was rough. That was a rough episode. We had a lot of controversy about it. It's actually one of our most downloaded ones. He fully, and he'll fight it to the very end. Fully believes that that's the way that goes. Okay, so we usually, Pat, I know it's your first time with us. I apologize for being late. I apologize. I'm glad Dave showed up. And I'm now get my phone's going off now because people are like, "Are you still on?" I'm not going to have anybody else come in. We got like 5-6 minutes left. So that's ridiculous. We usually go on for about 60 minutes. Sunday we come on again. So guys, yes, naughty nights on Wednesday or whatever. I mean, it's now it's just kind of Hail Mary kind of Wednesdays. Sunday we're going back to Make It Make Sense 478. So haven't got the topic yet. This is all again kind of a Hail Mary kind of episode. Everybody wanted to come back. We came back, and we're standing here with our dick in our hands saying how much. But don't worry about it because I appreciate you tuning in. I love your emails. Send in more. We got Pat on. We hope to hear from him again. And like I said, we didn't get to hear a lot tonight. We got a couple of chuckles, but I don't think that we really get to hear. This man is funny. Like this man is funny. Matter of fact, we may have him pick up. We may have him pick Sunday's topic. We'll see how funny this man is. So stay tuned. Bring it back. You can see us at Smiley's. And to wrap it up tonight, Pat, go ahead. I'm going to let you wrap it up and give it final thoughts on this whole thing. I'm going to as you do that, I'm going to tell everybody else that I'm shutting it down so they can come on tonight. But wrap it up. Final thoughts on anything. Final thoughts on life. Just leave everybody with a little bit of a thought. And we'll see you guys again on Sunday at 8 p.m. Go ahead.
It was a good show. Some good questions. It definitely was. I definitely enjoyed myself, and looking forward to more. As far as topics, I'm definitely the type of guy who want to leave a footprint on this life, and
Yep.
I definitely want to leave a footprint, and that won't get washed away in the sand, and just living a solid life. I think will go a long ways, and my memories will last through my seed.
I've only known Pat for a little bit, but let me tell you, this man's not going to leave a footprint. He's going to knock some shit over. That's what's going to happen. You're going to know this man's been there. So, and it's been a pleasure so far knowing him. So, final thoughts on tonight. It's been fun having Pat on. Thanks, Dave, for coming in. Dave's actually the first time on the panel as well. You'll see us again. Right? I know Todd Way, everybody's waiting on him to come back. Lily, that will join us again. Rocco the Great. That's a nickname that he gave himself. So yeah, but anyways, we'll be back on Sunday as well. So we should be getting. We do have some chairs open. If you want to join us, see what it's like to be on an up and coming podcast, please do. And again, it's up and coming, but you can hear us on all platforms right now. You can catch the panelists and the host at Smiley's Flea Market. It's E3, right by the produce. So it's one stop shop. So go grab yourself a couple of bananas and come see, make it make sense. Patrick, I think if you're joining us on Sunday, we're going to do the topic on your hands. So we're going to see what this man can do. We're going to put it to the test. Join us again on Sunday. It's not football season. We expect to hear from you all, or you get to hear from us. We are taking callers as always, and that's it, guys. I appreciate you. It's been so nice. It's so nice to be back. It's nice to be back. I don't know where I was for a little bit, but I'm glad to be back. Thanks for everybody's support. Have a good night.